Thousands of people have crossed the border illegally from the U.S. into Quebec this year, making their way along Roxham Road. When they arrive, they're questioned by Canada Border Services and the RCMP. But a questionnaire used by the RCMP to interview some of those asylum seekers has some worried.
What is most concerning is that the questions are clearly geared towards Muslim individuals crossing the border.
Lawyer Clifford McCartan obtained a copy of the 40-question RCMP interview guide from one of his clients, a teacher from a Muslim-majority country who crossed at Roxham Road. The questions included, what is your religion? Do you practice your religion? If so, how often? And how do you feel about women who do not wear the hijab?
The form is expressly limited to asking questions about Muslim individuals is concerning to us because it asks irrelevant questions and also potentially is turning a blind eye to other types of risk that might actually be arriving at the border.
Canada's public safety minister says he was also concerned and says the RCMP has withdrawn the 3 problematic questions.
The questions that relate to safety and security are perfectly appropriate, but those that imply that a religious view or a religious belief is somehow a security issue, those questions were wrong.
He says the RCMP is now trying to figure out who at the local level developed the questions. The National Council of Canadian Muslims says this reveals a larger issue in the way law enforcement agencies view Muslims.
I think Canadian Muslims find it deeply offensive that a state agency would be operating on an assumption that how often somebody prays or whether somebody adorns themselves with a piece of cloth or any other religious indicator is going to be an indicator of that person's potential risk to the security of this country.
The RCMP says its interview guide was used as a tool for risk assessments and says the information obtained is in an RCMP database. The public safety minister says he wants to ensure that information is expunged. Alison Northcott, CBC News, Montreal.